Welcome to ECN Trade Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. To start with, the Australian dollar slipped lower in the overnight session as the initial pressure from the positive greenback fueled the move towards a low of 77.95. As the bearish pressure still remains against the trend, which should soon see a challenge of 77.80. It is expected that 77.80 may draw potential buying interest, but failing to do so, then we would see an opening towards 77.20 with the objective holding towards 76.50. Any advances on the day looks towards 78.55 as minor and a cap at 79.0515. Overnight, the market challenges lower for the euro as the US dollar rose to a 12-day high, which has been mainly supported by the expectations of the tax reform in the US. The US dollar index, which gauges the US currencies against a basket of 6 currencies, struck a high of 93.87 overnight. That is viewed that President Donald Trump said last weekend that he was optimistic that Congress would pass the tax plan so that he could sign it off by the end of this year. The comments came days after the Senate voted for a budget blueprint that cleared a crucial hurdle, allowing Republicans to push ahead with the first major revision of the tax code since the 1980s. It is widely viewed that the tax overhaul will give the US dollar a temporary boost. In other news, Federal Chair President Trump said he was very, very close to making a decision. Now, this would in turn see a strong dollar case if John Taylor gets in, or if the preferred, which looks like in the papers at the moment, of Jerome Powell, who is pretty much the same as Janet on the dovish side, could see a slightly weaker US dollar. But overall, I still feel that although we've had the first challenges at 93.80.85, holding a break above there would give further scope up towards 94.40.45. Now this should see the euro weaken, and I still hold at this point a view towards 117.25 to 116.80. Well, it would seem that the dollar-yen story may have found a temporary cap after breaking above 114 yesterday, printed a high of 114.08 before declining. Still looking towards the level around that 114 level, should see a cap of 55. Now, I am looking as a strategy plan to buy on dips, so towards 112.80 should be a potential buy zone, and with the current indicators looking on the slight negative side, could see this pullback before any advances. Do note though, if we get a break above 114.55, we could see a rally up towards 116, but if the geopolitical risks return, then this would put further stress on the support with the immediate target, as I say, coming in at 112.80. Well, the pound has held to its bullish sentiment after Friday's rebound in front of that 131 level. It is viewed that the market looks towards the top side of 132.40.45. Now, a break above there would give further scope to the upside and see a challenge of 132.90.95. If the market does hold its sentiment towards a rate rise in November, then we could see further gains. The only pattern I'm concerned about is that the MACD and also some of the other technicals are a little bit on the sluggish side. So a break of 132.40.45 should give us a slightly positive outlook. Very interesting to see that gold rebounds in front of the 70 level after printing a low of 72 yesterday. We now need a break above 85 to turn the market around and look for a further bullish comeback towards 90. Still playing strategies of buying dips. I expect to see again any weakness to draw demand in front of that 70 level. And to wrap up with oil, I'm still a little bit concerned that the market is still hesitant towards the top side, and with the technicals slightly on the weaker side, looking at the histogram on the MACD, could see a pullback. Our break beneath 51.80 would give further scope to the next challenge, which was the rejection at 50.80.90, and reassess from there. That wraps up my daily video. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day ahead.